everyone, this is Misha Gerrick. Welcome to another episode of my vlog. I thought that I would talk about myself a bit more because of the fact that I'm new to this vlogging thing, so you might be a bit curious about who I am. I was born in South Africa and I have been writing for close to 16 years already, so it's something that's definitely a very big part of me. I started writing because my grandmother actually was a writer, so to me it was always a thing that was something that everyone did. It's part of who we are as a family. I basically fell into it and I created stories since before I could write, and I actually started with poetry because I liked rhyming. It sounds silly, but I was 8. I enjoyed making little rhymes and things, and that was actually the first thing that I published were, I think, 3 poems in an anthology when I was 9 or 10. After that I enjoyed poetry a lot and I kept doing it, but then as I grew older I kind of just realized that I wasn't being very ambitious. I've always enjoyed reading a lot, so I just basically one day when my first character walked into my head I decided to go for this whole novel writing thing, and I think I was turning 13 that year, and I basically started writing my first story, but it didn't work out. I was still new to it, and it took me actually in the end 4 genre changes and 7 rough drafts before I actually finished the first book that I ever finished. And I was so passionate about this book that I just wouldn't let it go, so I queried it far and wide, and I think I got 200 no's before getting an editor with a publishing house who was very excited about the idea. And then she actually asked me to split the book in 2, and that's what I ended up doing. So my first 2 books that I ever published are The Vanished Night and The Heir's Choice. I ended up self-publishing them after I got my rights back from my publisher for various reasons. I'm a bit jaded about the whole industry at the moment. It's complicated. I have a complicated relationship with the industry as it is at the moment. I believe that I would love to be traditionally published. I would never say that I just won't ever do it. Just think that for that to be worth my while, it actually needs to offer me something that I can't do on my own. That's why I ended up self-publishing. After I self-published the first 2 books, I enjoyed the process and I saw that I could actually do most of it without too much outside help, so I decided to publish a 3rd unrelated book called Endless. The Vanished Night and The Heir's Choice are both young adult novels, but Endless is actually more targeted towards adults, although it's more of not really a conscious thing. I don't necessarily focus on saying, well, I'm writing this for a teen and I'm writing this for an adult, as much as a lot of times the classifications actually happen due to the age of the characters, and with Endless the issue was that the characters are all immortal. None of them present as 16 or 17 years old, so it wouldn't have worked. They're all, even in human terms, you'd think they're about in their mid-20s. That's why I ended up just saying that Endless is an adult urban fantasy, and also there are some love scenes in there. Some teens don't like that, so I didn't go there. At the moment I am working on the sequel to The Vanished Night and The Heir's Choice. I already know what the title is, but I'm keeping that a little secret. The first announcement will be going to my awesome Patreon patrons, as well as the cover reveal. So if you are looking forward to seeing that, you should probably head over there and just hit a little $1 pledge reward, and then you will be one of the first people out there to know what the cover will look like. And it is awesome. I was so in love with that cover concept that I ended up changing the covers for the entire series to match it. As for Endless, I think there might be some people who are curious about when that sequel will be coming out. I will also announce on Patreon once I have the cover. Other than that, I'm not actually actively working on anything right now except for the book 3 in War of 6 Crowns. It is going to be a huge book as well, which also complicates matters, because basically what happened was I'd written the rough draft and the rewrite, and I was preparing to edit it for publishing when my critique partners just said, well, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, that's not the response I want. So at that stage I decided to rather, by the way, if you're wondering what this is, it's my chair creaking. It's an antique. It's actually the most comfortable one. Unfortunately, it makes a noise. Yeah, so anyway, long story short, I just realized that it just felt like it was a book that I'd cut in half. You know that thing in Pirates of the Caribbean with the second movie where it feels like the whole second movie is literally just setting up for the third movie? That was pretty much what book 3 was like, just setting up for the fourth book, and I just decided no, I can't do that, and I just decided to scrap the whole rewrite and start again. So I'm actually rewriting a rewrite. I am that pedantic about quality. I am about 150,000 words in, and I'm only about 2/5 of the way through, no, 3/5 of the way through, so I'm past halfway, but I'm feeling like I'm never getting to the end. I love the series, but this book is definitely, it's more epic than anything I've ever written. It's definitely got more story, more of everything really. It develops all of my characters more. Yeah, it sounds strange to say, but it's epic fantasy, and it's more epic, where the Vanished Knight and the Heir's Choice were more focusing around Callan. The choices that they made towards the end of the second book, the Heir's Choice, just moved into the third book, and now the results of that is coming through. And we are dealing with a book called The War of Six Crowns, and it's definitely coming to that point where we are looking in terms of war is happening, and stakes are getting raised, and conflict is getting intense, which is awesome. I am, yay drama! I'm that kind of, yes, I am that writer. I'm sorry. If you guys are like going to cry and stress out and scream no because of my writing, yeah, I did that on purpose. I'm sorry. But yeah, when I say I'm sorry, it's actually sorry not sorry, because I just feel that for it to be something that you guys are going to enjoy, it needs to be something that takes you on one hell of a roller coaster ride. So that's what's going on. And for those of you who are really curious about who I'm shipping, I'm still not telling. I think you might probably pick up who I'm shipping in book 3, because one of those ships between Callan and Darian and Callan and Gawain are, well, actually both of them are ramping up a bit more, but you will see that there is definitely something really intense happening between one specific ship. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and if it's the wrong ship, I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm really not sorry. I love this guy. I love him. I love both, but I love that guy. He's my favorite ever. In fact, he's the guy that actually inspired me to write the book. So yeah, you can go trawl through all my guest posts and posts about Doorways, which was the original name, and everything I've ever tweeted, because I do believe I once mentioned who was the person who actually walked into my head the first time that got me writing the story. But it's a lot of trouble, so just wait for the book. I just want to also mention that my to-read list is about a mile long, and what I did read was The Woman in White by Walter Collins. Was actually the second time I read it, and it was awesome. If you're a new writer and you want to see what it's like when everyone has a different voice as a character, this is definitely the book you want to read. It's a classic, so it reads a bit old-fashioned sometimes, but it's actually oddly very, very modern. It has a very action-y climax towards the end, because it's actually a mystery thriller. Old-fashioned mystery thriller, basically, but told from viewpoints of a variety of people who were involved in this mystery. Every person talking has a different voice, and every different person talking has his own point of view and his own opinion, and it's awesome. I actually think this guy was a brilliant genius. He's actually considered to be one of the great first mystery writers ever. After that, the first thing on my to-read list will probably be a split between Two Fires by my friend Mark Noce or Noce. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, so sorry Mark if I'm mispronouncing your name. I think this is going to be awesome. It's a period drama. I've been hearing good things about this book, and he was kind enough to actually send me a hardcover all the way to South Africa, so I'm really excited to read this. This is the synopsis. The year is 597, and Saxon barbarians are threatened to destroy medieval Wales. When Lady Branwen's father betroths her to a powerful Welsh warlord, the Hammer King, She becomes the people's last hope to unite the divided kingdoms against the Saxon threat. But the fledgling alliance is fraught with enemies from within and without, as Branwen becomes the target of assassination attempts and courtly intrigue. A young woman in a world of fierce warriors, she seeks to assert her own authority. But when she falls for a young hedge knight named Artigan, her world threatens to tear itself apart. Caught between a duty to her people and a love for the man she cannot have, Branwen must choose whether to preserve a royal marriage or follow her heart. Somehow she must save her people and yet remain true to herself before Saxon invaders and a mysterious traitor in her midst try to destroy her. The first in an epic historical series between two fires is told from the perspective of a braveheart-like princess who falls for a forbidden Robin Hood-esque knight. Amid sprawling saga that takes its characters from the coasts of Wales to the wind-swept mountaintops, Christian and Celtic ways mend together in this legend of love, despair and courage. Branwen stands at the centre of the storm swirling around her as she becomes the heart of the Welsh resistance against the Saxon barbarian, trying to conquer her homeland. I think it is going to be an awesome read. I love most genres out there. There are basically two that I don't really like all that much. That's the one. The other is definitely Sarah J. Maas's Empire of Storms. I will probably be reading these two together and let you know how I liked it. So I will link you to my books and I will also link you to Between Two Fires, and then I will also link to my other social networking accounts like Twitter and Google Plus and Facebook and Wattpad and Tumblr and you guys can check out the description below for all those links. You can decide where you want to go. Please don't forget to hit like and to subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Also, if you have any questions about me or my writing or writing in general, anything like that, please feel free to ask me in the comments below and I will link to you and give you a shout out the next time if I decide to make a video about one of your questions. But that's me for today and I hope to see you again soon. Have a nice day, bye bye!